Good morning, Kevin here. Where am I now? Today I am actually in Hucknall. Sue's with me.
Morning.
And we're in Titchfield Park at the moment with Sue's dog, Fig. Here's Fig. Going mad. But we are on a bit of a mission over the next couple of days. Looking for different things, different videos. But today is this is the first of 2 videos. And it's about a family of 5 in 1940 that got killed by a bomber. And I'll reveal a bit more about that later on. But we're heading towards Titchfield Cemetery because we know that the family are buried there. We're actually in Titchfield Cemetery, and I was just thinking to myself, this has got to be one of the biggest cemeteries I've ever been in. We're at the side of the cemetery. Look, let me just pan round and show you. So this is where we came in down there. But let me just pan round and show you the size of this. And the houses in the distance there, that's where the cemetery goes up to. There we've got, it used to be a church, it's not a church anymore. But look at this, look, it's just massive. It goes right the way up there. And we've got some of our ancestors in this cemetery, our great-grandparents and great-great-grandparents, I think it is, isn't it?
No, just great-grandparents.
Great-grandparents.
They're his brother and...
Oh, his brother and sister.
Yeah.
Sister-in-law, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
So we've got some connection here. So let's have a wander up around here, try and find the graves that we want to find. Family. And it was the entire family of 5 were killed on the 23rd of September 1940 when the RAF Fairey light bomber crashed into their house. They were the Evans family, and just in front of us is this headstone. The money was raised by a lady to get this headstone built because originally they were buried in a pauper's grave. They were the only family to die during the war, Second World War, in Hucknall. And as you can see, the ages: Albert was 29, Alice was 29, Ronald was 8, Alice was 6, and John was 2. And it says at the bottom, they're victims of World War II air crash, 23rd of September 1940. As I may have mentioned just a minute ago, we don't know if anything was built on the site of their original home at Lawton Crescent. We will try and find out if we can. But that's very sad. An entire family wiped out. As I say, the only ones in Hucknall killed during the Second World War. So that's very poignant that they've got this lovely headstone now that the money was raised for. And that's it there. The one thing that Sue and I want to do now is, Sue does know that the pilot of the bomber, the Fairey light bomber, is buried in this cemetery. So we are going to go now and see if we can find that grave. Now Sue said there is a section over here somewhere where is it all Polish?
Yeah, the Polish war graves.
The Polish war graves are. So there's a long line of white headstones over there. We don't know whether it's there or whether it might be in another section. But the one, and I may have mentioned this on another video, somewhere in this vast cemetery would have been excuse me, would have been our father's brother, Ronald, and Ronald died aged 11. But he's in an unmarked grave, so we don't know where that is, unfortunately. It would be lovely to have found it, but Sue is going to carry on trying to see if she can find out where that is. But it would be lovely because he would have been our uncle. And if you remember the video that's come out last week, we went to the chapel in Papplewick where the ceremony was carried out for Ronald's funeral. And in fact, Sue was correct, these are the Polish war dead. And on the very end of this row is Edmund Rozum-Mariak, and he was a 25-year-old Polish pilot, and he was killed in the crash and buried here in the cemetery after a full military funeral, and a headstone was provided by the War Graves Commission. So there we are, that's his headstone, the pilot of the bomber that crashed into the house that killed the family of 5. He was the first pilot to lose his life in a Bomber Command OTU accident. The Fairey Battle was engaged in circuits and landing practice, so it's lovely that we've actually been able to find the headstone of the pilot, and it sort of completes the full story of what happened to this family and the pilot in September 1940. So yeah, rather lovely that we've been able to do that. Completes, as I say, completes the story of Hucknall's war disaster. So that was great. So we're moving away now from the war graves, the Polish war graves, and we're heading back now up through the cemetery. So that's completed our first little trip out to get a video today. There is another one we're going to try and do today, but I'll reveal more about that a little bit later. Anyway, so this will be Kevin and Sue and Little Fig saying bye-bye, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi everybody, my name's Lara. If you've enjoyed watching Kevin's video today, then please follow him on social media, like this video and subscribe to his channel. Thank you.